Hello everyone and welcome to a little sort of segment just on Ubisoft's conference. It's just over and we're doing this video, and by we I mean to introduce Mr. Sherlock Shuffle.
Hello ladies.
There's guys as well.
And gentlemen.
He's joining me. We've just finished watching the Ubisoft conference and we fairly enjoyed it, I must admit. I mean, this was the one I was mostly looking forward to. Still Sony to come up, but I mean, I'll take it first. What was your favourite moment?
The Division, believe it or not, shockingly enough. It's definitely my most anticipated game. It would have been of this year, but also I think they've moved it to the, was it first or second quarter of 2015, I think?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, unfortunately, but I'm still really looking forward to it, and I think the Snowdrop engine may very well be my new favourite engine. So, yeah.
That engine can do so much. I mean, when they released the engine trailer, you were just looking at it just like, I want to play.
I don't give a shit what it is. Put it on my system now.
I mean, people do get wary of Ubisoft though, because with the whole Watch Dogs E3 trailer and then people comparing and stuff. But I think it was slightly held back with the last gen consoles. The Division's not going to be in last gen.
No, I think they definitely. I mean, Watch Dogs was a completely custom engine. They're not going to be reusing the engine at all. That's my phone going off. Don't mind me. But no, I think that's why Watch Dogs wasn't as good as it could have been, like performance-wise, because it was a completely custom engine. Because it was meant to be, was it a Drive Club game originally, and then they sort of redeveloped it from the ground up.
Pretty much.
But I think one thing I did notice from the Division stuff anyway was that it does take a lot from Ubisoft's other franchises. The good things I might add, at least from obviously what we've seen so far, like the UI of Watch Dogs. I personally really like the whole, like, you know, the lines drawn to everything and the little information popping up as you get closer or the more you focus on it and whatnot. That's something I definitely like, and I think that's also in, was it Ghost Recon Online? The online one?
Phantoms.
Yeah, that's it. I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, no, I like all that sort of thing, and I hope the Division does that really well. What I saw, it did do very well.
One game that did that really well was Remember Me, actually.
Yes.
That seemed to be the first game that did the whole HUD, or like not like directly below or anything. It was like all in the map and sort of. And I really like that because it creates a sort of fluid almost with the game.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just capturing a spider.
Okay, fine. The Division though is just like, it seems like because it was during Microsoft's, I think.
Yes,
they showed
it's getting not exclusive. I think. I don't know if they meant exclusive or is it timed exclusive? That was the other thing I was going to say as well.
It seems to be like Sony and Microsoft are heading. It's all this. Oh, you're getting a bit of extra gameplay here, and us PC gamers are sitting going, "Nah, I don't care."
We cannot. We still get it better.
It's like we have it looking 10 times better than you get it. So.
But I think that's something Microsoft have been doing for a while. Like especially with Activision and Call of Duty, that's something that they've done even towards the end of the 360's lifespan. They sort of said, "Oh yeah, you get it first on Xbox 360." But I think that was more because at the time, pretty much not pretty much everyone, but a lot of people did own either or console. So it was like, well, I'll get it on 360 because, well, I can get it first then, can't I? But
yeah,
personally, I've never really bothered about it. As long as I get it, I get it. I don't really give a shit, so, yeah.
I mean, during the Microsoft one, they did show it's like, it seems like you get some sort of base, like sort of like a home hub, maybe. It'll be interesting to see how that develops.
I mean, I think the problem I have with that is the Division is, what is it, a pseudo MMO in that people, much like Watch Dogs, can like invade your game if you like. So how's that really going to work? Like, because I don't know. I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't know if they mentioned like the map size, if it's the entirety of the US or just like major US cities or whatever else. But I think if everyone, I think it could be really interesting. But I'm slightly concerned about how it's going to go. And I am, of course, definitely concerned with the performance of it, given Watch Dogs, and I know some of the Assassin's Creeds haven't run too well. Far Cry 3 was pretty good, though, if I remember rightly.
I feel like if they give the care and attention to it, because this is games being built at the same time as the actual engine, so...
Yeah.
And from what we've seen of Snowdrop, it's a very, very pretty engine.
Yeah, obviously no other games used it as of yet, and I think Watch Dogs is definitely the biggest sort of, word of warning in that with new engine with Ubisoft, but I think because they've delayed it, and obviously I know they've delayed Watch Dogs as well, but I think because they've delayed the Division that they should definitely polish it up. And I think given the backlash that was given from Watch Dogs' shitey performance, even on ridiculously high-end systems like ours, it's just, yeah.
And for those wondering if it's like, oh, you have crap cards, I have a 290 and this one has...
I've got a 780.
They're not exactly. I mean, my new card now runs Watch Dogs at Ultra, but trying to put up the what is FXAA on again?
Is that anti-aliasing or is that ambient occlusion? One of those.
If I put that up to SMAA times 8, I think it ends up just like artifacts appear and everything. I have to turn that down to. I mean, it still runs at Ultra, but it's like it's a game that feels like you could optimize a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, one thing to also bear in mind is that both of us have quad-core i7s, and Watch Dogs recommends an i7. I mean, obviously I used to run an overclocked i5, and compared to my now overclocked i7, the performance is ridiculous. I gained like 20 to 30 FPS consistently when I got to the i7 and whatnot. But anyway, that's besides the point of our EP-nesses regarding PCs and whatnot. But Ubisoft conference definitely was the one I was most looking forward to. Sadly, I did miss a bit of it because
You missed Far Cry.
I'm uploading videos, so just. But no, I did watch the Far Cry 5 minutes like gameplay thing, and that does look pretty good. I'm interested by the antagonist and also by the protagonist, and obviously how they could be related, not blood by blood, but as in like how their stories and whatnot.
Ubisoft has always the last Far Cry, the villain just was awesome. This time it's just turned up to 11. No, he was very good. He was good.
Vance was good.
And this one seems to have turned up to 11. He seems nuts. And then Canon collectively just goes, come with me, kid.
Yeah, but this is a bit like what Vance was like as well. They hit the nail on the head with Vass. Vass was a fantastic villain, but I think that they can't just keep doing this whole he's an insane warlord, because I think that's going to get dull. I think for Far Cry, was it 5, or if they even do another one, I think they should definitely take a new direction with the antagonist, not make it just some loopy, crazy warlord in a pink suit, whatever else.
I'm looking forward to this one, though. I mean...
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, Far Cry 3 was fantastic. It was, I think, one of the last box copies of anything I ever bought, to be fair, but, it was very, very good. It ran really well, given my system at the time was a lot lower grade than what mine is currently. But I think Far Cry 4 could be pretty
secretly looking forward to Far Cry 4 Blood Dragon or something.
Whatever. I really hope they do it as well, because Blood Dragon was an interesting experiment, and I think it went pretty well in their favour.
They've always said that it's it paid off really well, it was profitable when they didn't expect it to. They just thought it was just going to be a little experiment, but they're looking into doing something more with that sort of universe, or taking other IPs. And I find Ubisoft tends to reach out a little bit more than EA.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only issue that Ubisoft would have is what their main franchise is. Assassin's Creed. I don't really know what they do with the Assassin's Creed engine that couldn't already be done by another game like Mirror's Edge, for example. You can't make it a parkour thing because of Mirror's Edge. You can't really make it, a first or third person shooter because you have Titanfall in that respect as well, like the whole free running thing. I think Far Cry is probably the main one they could do, because they could make it so diverse. Because obviously, Blood Dragon went from, Far Cry 3 went from being, lush tropical island to neon and rock and roll in the 80s. So, yeah. But, I'm interested to see how they go.
Definitely interested to see where Assassin's Creed's going though. I mean, the whole co-op thing with Unity and you guys to expect videos.
Yep.
There'll be
maybe, possibly, most likely.
We're all thinking about it, and it seems like a very good thing. It almost feels like it's kind of adapted for YouTubers.
Yeah.
But
I think with regards to Unity, I like the idea of co-op stealth. I just find it fascinating, and I'd love to see a game that actually does it properly. I think the closest I have to co-op stealth at the minute is Warframe and the stealth system, and that is, it's better, but it's nowhere near on par with any AAA title. Or sorry, big release, main publisher release, whatever else. But yeah, no, it's looking forward to Unity, but still want the Division on my system right the fuck now. Hurry up, Ubisoft.
Unity comes out on the 28th of October, actually. It's pretty soon. October's a month. What is with... There's so many games released in October, it's just stupid.
I literally think that October is going to become the new November, because obviously November is, hey, get this for Christmas, guys. And obviously the Black Friday crap and all that, but I think because... No, the main release of November is, of course, Call of Duty. And I think that if you can get in there before Call of Duty can, and try and maybe not so much sap some of their customers, but reduce the potential disposable income of some people that would otherwise buy Call of Duty, then yeah, it's not going to be a bad thing.
I mean, like, Assassin's Creed Unity, though, I mean, give it Ubisoft their sort of due. Like, the sort of little tweaks, though, in the animation, like, when he's standing on top of the building, his coat's just floating, I'm like, yes. Something that I loved about Watch Dogs, and you can see it in Watch Dogs, is just the little subtle tweaks here and there, and it just makes the game feel a little bit better.
A bit more alive, a bit more dynamic, not quite as rigid. But I think, isn't Assassin's Creed Unity the first purely next gen? And I think they were going to do an alternative one for previous gen, if I might.
They've said they're going to do an alternative one, but they didn't show that, which was strange.
Yeah, which was minorly concerning.
But they have said Assassin's Creed Unity is going to ship for PS4, PC, Xbox One. That's it. So it's nice to see that's not going to be held back.
Yep.
It's probably going to be one of the bigger titles this year. I mean, some stuff has been shifted to next year. There's Evolve, of course, that I will be getting. But Assassin's Creed's going to be one of the biggest AAAs going out this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, from what we can take from this, well, at least E3 so far anyway, is a massive sort of focus on the multiplayer and whatnot, which I know not annoys people like you, but I know you like dedicated single player stuff. I like dedicated single player stuff as well. I know you greatly enjoy Wolfenstein because that has no multiplayer whatsoever and it's purely single player. But I'd like to see maybe not so much a separate campaign for Assassin's Creed, for example, but
how it links.
Yeah, I'd like to sort of purely make sure that yes, my mind's gone blank. The co-op stuff is purely an option thing. It's not like and it's not, you know, ham-fisted and you're not given AI companions or any sort of cap. It's purely single player and whatnot. But we'll have to wait and see. I suppose.
That's what I was wondering myself. It's like, what if you wanted to play this yourself? How? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I mean, a game that you could say is Borderlands. I mean, in Borderlands 2, they kind of dialed it back a bit, but the way they kind of did it is the enemies just became bullet sponges. You added people to it, and it's like it didn't really balance as well. Still well, still good game.
I can imagine with Assassin's Creed they're just gonna add more guards. That's it.
Well, the trailer is just like you had to 4 assassins walk in and just beat the living crap out of half an army. It was like, okay.
But that's Assassin's Creed in a nutshell, really, isn't it? So.
True. Do you have any sort of low point of the show or anything?
I mean, of the Ubisoft conference, no, not particularly. I wouldn't say anything particularly was like, oh, here we go again. With maybe the exception of like the crew, because I'm not a massive driving fan. I don't really enjoy driving games or anything like that. So that's a personal thing. I'm interested in it, but I'm not going to go play it or anything like that. But yeah, that's aside from it, really. It's mainly that.
Mine would probably be Just Dance.
And Just Dance, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's not exactly a secret passion. I don't really enjoy Just Dance. I don't even think it would even work in my room.
Sells millions, but to me, I'm just like, no.
What a tosh.
They had a massive amounts of people come on. Did you actually get to watch it?
I did not, because again, my internet's been terrible.
I'll explain it.
Go for it.
The way it's going to work is you use your phone, or can use your phone. And it seems like it was detecting your phone or something, and they had a big bunch of people having phones on stage and up on the balconies and stuff, and they were doing their dance, and then the score was recorded in the phone once the song was over, and I'm just like, what?
Okay.
That's what they done. It's like you can play it anywhere and blah 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 blah. I'm like, huh?
If you can play it anywhere, I would love to see someone play this on the tube in London at rush hour. Just like, you know, it's like, oh shit, it's Just Dance time, and you know, he's not going to get a game in because I don't know, he's going away from the weekend, he's not going to have internet, so he's just going to, you know, fuck it, load his phone up, stick his headphones in it, and just dance overly passionately to Gangnam Style at rush hour on the London tube. That is what I want.
You've heard it here, folks, for the first time.
If it happens, you can come to me.
Anyway, thank you for joining me, Charlotte Shuffle, and everybody. His channel will be down below. Go say hi, give him some love. He's awesome. He has awesome content. If you like your Warframe, your PlanetSide, your Smite, your
Tribes,
your
Titanfall. What else do I do?
Very multiplayer oriented.
I don't know what I do. Whatever, it's fine.
He also does Saint Row that we had fun in.
Oh yeah, we did that. I think it's sort of definitely. Yeah, I'm just gonna shut up now because I'm tired.
Anyway, folks, thank you again for watching this video, and see you next time.
Bye bye.